Hello and welcome to the RV Small Talk podcast. My name is Quest, the producer, and I want to give a few disclaimers for this episode. So today we have a special guest, but the twist is PJ and Lindsay have no idea who it is. They are totally blindfolded. They were not given any script. They know nothing. And if you're a longtime listener, then you are very familiar with this guest. Just a little disclaimer, there is some screaming towards the beginning of this video. I tried my best to lower it so to not totally scare you guys when you're listening on your headphones or when you're driving, but just in case, have that volume button ready.
Still pretty dark in here.
I know, it's so awesome.
Welcome to the RV Small Talk podcast, where we talk about lightweight trailers, truck campers, and the people, places, and adventures that go right along with them. These are your hosts from Princess Craft RV, PJ, Lindsay, and I'm just a guy passing through, miss my friends. I'm Clint, and it's good to be back.
Yay! Best surprise
Oh,
ever!
this is so fun. And I don't have to sit 30 minutes with my mask on.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see you.
It takes like some conniving on the part.
Did you have to twist your arm?
No.
Did you have to rearrange your whole schedule just to fit us
My
in?
schedule's pretty rearrangeable.
The cows will eat.
Yeah, we checked this morning. They're on the right side of the fence, so let's go.
Well, I tell you what, every time we start.
Welcome to the show,
are we
PJ.
podcasting?
Oops, forgot.
I
She was
forgot
like,
what
my
we were
friend's
doing.
Here.
But every time we start, we're like, oh, where's Clint? We thought, well, we'll change it up, right? We just won't say all the words we used to say. And we can't even
It's a
do that.
disaster every time.
Every
Please tell me you
time.
haven't been listening.
Not. I catch the short clips.
Good. Don't listen.
yeah,
It's offensive.
I am doing less. I'm less on social media as I was, which is pretty cool. So I catch little snippets, and I'm like, there's my friends, and that's usually it's enough to see a little snippet, hear their voices, and go, I love them, and then I get on to other things.
That's how I feel when you post the awesome things that you do. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't hear from you for a month, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, there's Clint enjoying his land, and there's a cow.
Yeah,
Yay.
cows, baby cows, soon to be chickens. We're gonna add those here shortly.
Is this a podcast? Or are we just talking to Clint? Hell yeah!
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we already
so how
did
you
our
been?
intro,
Did you get
so
your
now we
glasses?
get to hear
how
how things
at some
are
point
going.
in time, yeah. I don't know. A while back, I don't know.
I don't know. You look different.
I haven't been here in a little while.
You're like a country man now.
Yeah.
So you left the big city of Princess Craft.
Yeah.
What do you do now? What is your day like?
I have a lot of sunrises on the front porch with my coffee.
Stop.
I have a lot of sunsets on the front porch, sometimes with coffee.
You sound like an old man.
It's kind of nice being
Yeah?
at that pace. I'm surrounded by a lot of old community, which is part of the thing of being out there, is knowing full well that the generation before that is into agriculture, rural lifestyle, animals and all that, they're not young. A lot of them are not well. Their family, their kids aren't nearby. And I had this ability to be out there to help my family, who's in much the same situation, but also beyond, to start taking their cattle to auction for them, picking up their needs, just loving on a community that I knew was there, because I've been visiting Spicewood, Texas since 1981, when my parents carried me in after I was born.
Yeah.
And so I'm living in my great-grandparents' house. My daughter's growing up in the same bedroom that her great-grandmother grew up in, seeing the same sunrises, the same sunsets. And it's...
And different cows.
Different cows. Very different cows.
Very different cows.
But it is neat, because some of the older people that we have connection with out there walked to the same one-room schoolhouse that my grandmother walked to. They were her classmates. And now I'm on the board of the community center, which is the old one-room schoolhouse. So I'm in there regularly.
On the board of the community center?
Mm-hmm.
Clint.
Yep. And
Aw.
so we are, I think we'll forever be adjusting. I think that's life, is forever adjusting to life.
What's the hardest part? Like adjustment wise, like
Ooh, the hardest
Like, is your
part.
water stinky or something?
Oh, we do have some mineralized water.
Yeah.
But we pretty
In mineral wells.
we pretty quickly brought over reverse osmosis system, and we running water through it more regularly certainly has helped because it used to sit for a long
That's
time.
true,
Yeah,
because-
at the
got awful.
house. For sure.
And the house has personality. I think the hardest part is that particular ranch had been in just a holding pattern, not for just a few years, but really decades. When my great-grandfather died, he was in bad health and wasn't keeping it up. Then my
Right.
grandparents moved over there, and that was about the start of their decline, so they weren't keeping it up. And then it was empty for the most part. So we're talking about 30 years of how did it get so bad?
You got to play catch up now.
Right. And there's only so many resources, so much time, and I still want to spend just time wrestling with my kids, and which are less dangerous than the calves. So,
How's your back
back has
with
been
all that wrestling?
It's good, but back is good. My knee's a little tweaky. You know, I had that meniscus tear a while back. It gets tweaky from time to time, but the back has really been like. I remember after doing some lifting or something, and go, I should have been more careful with that, but I think I survived. That thought comes up really often. So
Yes, but you have more muscle on you than you ever had
Yeah.
when you were carrying around a camera.
yeah, and I think you would think that'd be feed and livestock, things like that, and equipment. It's because I still carry my kids,
What?
and my kids are still growing. But I'm not going to stop until I can't.
Yeah.
It's not from throwing hay bales. It's from carrying kids.
Oh man, well,
Whatever it takes.
yeah, Everett is pretty hefty, but
Oh, yes.
but
Yes.
and he's recovering from a broken arm, but that's
Oh,
fine.
my goodness.
He jumping off playground equipment, wrong.
Oh.
Not
There's
landing.
no. It sounds like he played his hardest.
Oh, he does. He does.
Yes.
Do you go camping? Have you been camping?
I kind of live camping,
Yeah, I guess that's true.
but I'm really close to Paceman Park where we went for our off-grid camp out years ago.
Right.
I'm minutes from there. I'm 10 minutes from
Ooh.
there. Greeley Park is even closer. It's another LCRA park. Muleshoe Bend is right there. I have a lot of access.
So maybe some old school tent camping in your future.
In fact, that's what we're doing this weekend. We're going tent camping in Waco.
Really?
Tent camping.
Wow. That sounds fun. Where?
Laura made the plans.
Whitney?
Yeah,
Mother Neff?
Maybe I'll have to check with Laura. I left it up to her. I said I'll be glad just to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you tent camping? You just packing it up and
Yeah.
driving?
Yep, that's it.
Well,
and
good.
it'll be sloshy moshy because we've actually had rain, which has been
Right.
glorious. I mean, everything's
Yeah.
greening up. I can't hardly see my bull. That's not true. He's huge, but
Who says that? Who literally says that?
Oh, okay.
his name's Larry.
Larry.
Is it really?
He's a big old Brahma bull. Yeah,
Larry?
big floppy ears.
Do you name all the cows or just like the bull?
No, the bull came with the name Larry, and it is appropriate. So we just keep calling him Larry because that's what he came with.
But you don't name the other ones?
There are some with names and some that have ear tags and their name is their number. Like 59, that is the most characterful cow. We can rely on her. She is a pushy leader. Yeah, all we have to do is get her motivated and everyone else will follow. But her name is 59.
Go 59.
And she is and when we talk to her,
When
59
we talk to her.
59 takes on it is a name. This will never have another 59. So 59 is 59. We have a calf. His name is Laddie, but I call him Latimer. Anyways, yes, some of them have names, some of them have numbers, but the numbers are names. Ta-da!
Wow. Wow. Well, I know when you went out there, you were thinking, okay, I have all these changes I want to do.
Right.
And, I think we're all that way. We all think, all right, this will be awesome. And I do that at Princess Craft a lot. I'll say,
Yes.
all right, by Christmas we'll have this,
Right.
and this.
Yes.
And then I'm
Horizons.
like,
Yes, you do
I'm
that.
like, Oh, what was I thinking? I mean, do you have those moments where
Yeah.
you're like,
This goes right back to your first question. What's been difficult?
is this?
Yeah. The horizon is always further away, and you're always
That's
walking.
the definition, isn't it?
It seems, yeah.
Horizon.
And so all these things, all these goals, all these dreams that I wanted to do, and I thought, man, I'm going to whip this thing into shape. There is no whipping into shape. A place that has so many bad fences, and the soil has been somewhat neglected and all that. There's no whipping in shape, but now it's more of loving it into shape, and that means that we're just going to have to live in the midst of the chaos and take it at the pace that it comes. And so we're going to introduce things more slowly than we wanted to. We're going to, and I'm not the only voice that has a say in how everything goes out there. It is not my land. It's still my mom and my stepdad's, and so there's other interests and other ideas of how things should be done. So I have to love slowly into the direction that it will. I'd love to be all grass-fed, grass-finished, grain-free for ruminant animals, like in months, but it's going to take me years.
Yeah.
I would love to see not just less, but no glyphosate sprayed on our fields, but I don't have a say in that right now. So I just deal with what I can, and it's going to be perfectly fine. It's just going to take more time. The vision, it takes more time to come into focus.
Clint, you just seem so like into this. Like, I don't know. It just seems so you, and
It's
like
fun.
it was like meant to be. You're just like in your little like Clint world, and
I agree.
it's so perfect. I don't know. It seems so.
It's messy, but it's a good messy. It's one of those things.
You're still you.
You step in something, and instead of going, "Oh, this is all over my shoe," you go, "Well, that cow is healthy." It's all over
that's
my
like
boot. Healthy is all over my boot.
That's like that's like the whole Pete the Cat theory,
Mm-hmm.
right? He puts on his brand new white shoes and he loves them, and then he steps in strawberries and he's
Yeah,
like,
I
oh
love my
wow, now my
strawberry
shoes
boots.
are red, and he's like, actually, I love red shoes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. So it's endless progression of how do we take care of this, and we were learning so much because it's always been in my lifetime around that property. Raise hay on the hay schedule and raise cattle, and they go to auction and what have you. In the past, that property has raised everything you can think of, but that was well before my time. What I would love to see is for us to become more diverse in what we raise, because it's better for the land. But if I want anything that's walking, that has its own ability to maintain itself, a cow, a sheep, a chicken, to some degree, then what I really need to be focusing on is what is their foundation. And their foundation is what they're eating, what they're standing on, what they're
Right.
sleeping on. And right now, our soil has been so very neglected, or has been industrialized for so long, because my great-grandfather started spraying chemical fertilizers and all that about the moment that the company started marketing to everybody.
Right.
So everything's burned up. And so now I'm interested in, okay, we need to talk to the microbes. We need to talk to the little bitty life there and say, hey, guys, how you doing there? Because they're such great engineers at what they do. How do I make this a great workplace for them?
You're so Clintified. I miss you.
But then I'm over. Laura, have you seen any dung beetles lately? Because I need more of those. Like I need, let's go walk around, see if we
Dung
can see
beetle hunting?
dung beetle hunting.
I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah. So we're looking at all these little things because it all builds literally from the ground up, from the soil up. And so I'm looking at ways to put more organic matter down into the soil, get carbon down deep in with the roots, and then basically what I would love to do, because we're a traditional ranch for the longest time, where the gates open for that field, the cattle have the run of the field until the next one, is to mobilize them in a way that they kind of mimic the way the buffalo, the bison, moved
Would have
around
wandered.
the field. Right. So
Right.
they have an impact. Some of it is definitely eating, because that's how you maintain the living creature. But some of it is compacting and making thatch that goes back into the soil, but also protects the soil from the scalding sun that burns off all the nutrients, but also holds water and slows down water infiltration, so you have less runoff and less soil runoff and less wind carrying it away. We've had so much of that. I want to take whatever time, years, to rebuild the soil and let the result be healthier protein, cattle, sheep, whatever.
And if your great-grandfather started using the chemicals as soon as they were on the market,
Right.
he probably thought he was cutting edge.
Yes.
And going to have the best ranch
Oh,
ever.
absolutely.
Because
And
they
it
were going to do
worked.
exactly what you needed.
Right.
Because it would work for a time.
It did.
But now, I think there is a trend to go back to what does this native grass look like?
Mm-hmm.
And what animals belong here?
Right.
And how, excuse me, how many belong
Right.
here? Because it is not always about volume.
It isn't, and it's about quality, and I would love to be, because we are not on a huge piece of property.
Right.
We're on a little over 120 acres right now.
Mm-hmm.
The property obviously was bigger in my great-grandparents' and great-great-grandparents' day, but that happens. What I would love to do is to be a resource more to my community, where if I can get the place healthy, then sure, we take care of my family, but we can go more direct to consumer, and it should be pretty cool, because if you've noticed, if you've driven out that direction, that side of Austin, it's blowing up the same as this side of Austin.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's communities, and they are expensive communities. You know where they shop for their food? The places we had the joke, you don't go to Whole Foods, you go to Whole Paycheck. Well, they're shopping at Whole Foods and natural grocers and all that, and they all order in these grass-fed, grass-finished products from other states.
When it's next door.
When I can make it next door,
Yeah.
you can
Right.
come visit me. I won't tell you who you're ordering, but but
Leave 59
yeah,
alone.
leave 59 alone. She
Whoa,
is good.
she has a place.
She does, and she's a producer too. She's doing great.
She's a producer.
Love my 59. But I should call her Heinz 59. No, anyways.
No, that's
okay.
57.
Yeah, I know, but it's the closest I have right now.
I'll think on it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
But I think the community's there, and I can stay local and really support the community. And like I said, there's aging people. I can support them. I can help them with their ranches, and maybe get a healthy thing going in a old, maybe somewhat sleepy and less healthy area that it's become through the years.
I think that is what we all think is the best model for the planet.
Yeah.
But it just isn't feasible in most places.
In most places, yeah.
If you can make it feasible where you are, man, I think that's spectacular.
Yeah,
How
if
many
you go with the
farmers
idea,
markets are there?
Oh, well, there's a bunch.
They're everywhere now.
One day, yeah, and a lot of people are going. That's where they make their contact with a rancher or what have you.
Right,
But
right.
then they end up just working direct. And
Right.
There's lots of that going on, and there's a market out there all in this area, because we're very urbanized around Austin in general, that is highly tech savvy, highly medical, and all that. And a lot of the people who have moved into those neighborhoods are international, and their international cuisine doesn't lean towards the beef side of the protein world. They
Right.
lean more towards sheep and goats and things like that. In fact, the U.S. imports more than 70% of all sheep and goat meat from Australia and New Zealand. We can raise the exact same breeds right here. We're just not doing it.
I read something not that long ago about how many sheep are in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like Texas has more sheep than anywhere.
Right.
And who knew?
I did
sheep
not know.
in Texas.
Right.
But when you drive through the country, which I happen to do when you take a wrong turn between between Bolivar
I've
and
been
here.
down all the roads.
I drove the country a few days ago coming back from an event, and I was really amazed at how many sheep. There was as many sheep as there was cattle.
Oh yeah, easily, maybe more,
I-
and then probably
yeah.
a couple good sheep dogs with them.
And probably more sheep in each pasture
Yes.
than there were cattle,
Yes.
because you can run a lot more sheep. Yeah, I raised goats for 15 years. Had so much fun. I have all the respect in the world. And all I did was deal with one little herd.
Yeah.
And
I took goats to market 3-4 weeks ago from my parents down in Victoria. We brought them all the way up to Fredericksburg.
Now they're goat meat.
I don't think so. They went to establish a new herd somewhere.
Okay.
They literally went to greener pastures, and now they're proliferating. So
Goats like to do that.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kinda
I
like
have
rabbits.
done my time with goats because we got goats when I was in fourth grade, but I think it was third grade in Victoria, and they still run goats and donkeys down there. I've done my time with goats. I'm not the biggest fan of goats. They are interesting. They're super fun as kids. Love them. But I haven't tried sheep yet, and I've heard all the stuff. Sheep are just looking for another way to die and all that. Well, maybe
happening?
But the idea is I just want to try another thing of that size because I have cattle on the property, but sheep, and I'm not going to get into wool sheep. I'm not ready to start shearing. That's a skill that I'm not ready to develop. But there's some really good hair sheep out there. And I would like to see what their personality's like. I want to meet the sheep.
Okay.
So
Sheep are in your future.
I think so.
I can't
A
wait.
little bit of time. Like I said, I got to fix a lot of fences. Sheep will test fences in ways differently than cows do.
That's true. I think that's probably true. My goats certainly did.
Yeah. Well,
Certainly did.
that's part of my problem with goats is they are not maliciously smart, but their smart gets away from them. And they don't try to rein it in.
They're like a little hyperactive kid.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, oh, here's something there. I'll try this. I'll try that.
Right.
Oh, wait.
They're way
Can I
more
stick my head through it?
Yeah, they're way more destructive than you think they'd be. Especially we had
Yes.
pygmy goats. They were little.
Yeah, I wanted
They-
something I could wrangle.
They got into trouble all the time. They were a pain.
We had
were so
we had
cute.
Spanish goats mixed with boar goats, and those boar goats were big.
Usually those are big goats.
And
that's
they would hurt
kind
you.
of like, yeah.
We had
Shetland
one of our
pony
boar
size.
goats way back when I was in probably middle school or high school who took out a donkey. Just
Oh, geez.
suddenly there was just goat.
Well, what about the RV business? Do you ever miss it? Do you miss us?
Yes, I miss you.
Do you miss the RVs?
I miss y'all. I miss my friends. I miss my family.
Do you miss Kaylin? She's right there, so watch out.
Oh, hi. Yes.
Do you miss
Yes.
the Rovers? They're out there.
Oh, the Rovers are here. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. I do, absolutely. And I didn't disconnect, like I said, I'm on social media less, but I didn't disconnect from some of the different manufacturers and organizations that I followed because, by golly, there's neat stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And you did it for 15 years.
yeah.
Did you hear we're getting Safari? Oh, shoot. Am I allowed to say that on the podcast?
What?
I think you can. Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
What?
Okay,
Why not?
I don't know. I just said it and then I freaked. We're getting Safari.
Oh, man. And
Safari
that
condo.
took some time.
It did. It did. We've
Loving
had
it over the
cool
horizon.
things.
It's just like
And
yeah,
our Ember
a
rep
dream.
is here, so we have Embers now.
Oh, and those are pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some really fun stuff.
Well, tell me also about Awaken because you're like ground zero launch the first one kind of a thing.
Awaken's
Yeah.
exciting.
It is super exciting. And it's like, in this business, it's like watching dreams come true for people.
Right.
Because we deal with so many small manufacturers and people that we've known forever that just try to do something different. And so that's kind of what happened with Awaken.
Yeah.
And it took a year and a half of Scott Hubble thinking about what he wanted to build and
Right.
forming it in his head.
Right.
And then you're like, yeah. But then it starts coming together,
Right.
and then they're
And you're
like,
like, holy
hey, we have
moly.
this plan. And then all of a sudden, there's a trailer. And then there's all the struggles of getting it manufactured in a production
Right.
line. So,
Right. And when and how to generate the buzz, and if you're too early, too late.
yes.
And then now you have momentum, and where you try your best to be ready for momentum, but then it's here.
Yes.
Are you actually ready?
And the interesting thing is is, I guess we've worked with so many startups here. Sitting at this table, we can probably tell a new manufacturer exactly what they're going to run up against.
We have seen this. I feel like
And
most RV dealerships don't deal with as many small manufacturers starting as we do. So it is like kind of like a playbook that we see play out over and over again.
Right.
And it's interesting. They all have the same issues. They all have the same reactions.
You're like a
They all
startup
have the
incubator
same
of sorts here.
thought.
If they would only listen to you,
well,
everything would be perfect and nothing would ever go wrong, right?
and maybe it's like, you don't want to know all the terrible things that might happen or all the struggles that are coming your way.
Right.
So, it's probably better. But anyway, that's what Awaken has been like.
Yeah.
And exciting and it's just so interesting to see it form, to see it grow. And now they're at that, okay, we've launched, now we've got to get it rolling stage.
There needs to be enough flowing out
yes.
into the world.
And there never is enough. I mean, and everybody thinks they have this great plan.
Right.
And it never works.
It's hard to make trailers and take them off the line and put them in customers' hands. I think it's harder than you think. But I think
Yes.
Awaken too, just like the customer response has been like so much excitement that it like, I don't know. Like you remember, like it kind of makes you excited too,
Sure.
like being here. Like
Sure.
I'm not Awaken, but I feel like I'm part of it, and everybody's really excited and super good feedback, so you feel like you're part of it. And
Well, you
That's
are.
right.
You are. You're part of
That's
the
right.
story for sure. And it's not as if we don't have a relationship. You don't have a relationship.
We
I
all
have- We all
do.
do. With
We all do.
With Scott and his
Sup, Scott?
and his entire
Team.
His team. Gosh, we know Scott
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah.
His past, his present. We'd love to be there walking with him in his future.
It's
So.
it's so cool. It's fun to watch. So the Waken has been a really nice surprise.
Yeah.
And
what else is new?
Well, I mean, when you didn't have these guys, the scouts.
Oh, the
when
scouts. Scouts are cool as heck.
They are.
oh man,
And they're flying. Scouts.
Good.
I mean, yeah.
Good.
People are.
They
Yeah.
always looked.
They're flying.
They always looked like quality to me. And just pulling in, I literally just pulled in and tried to be sneaky, as you can imagine, to the parking. But I pulled in, and yes, some of the brands and whatever manufacturers that I'm used to seeing here, everything does look better. Newer, I don't know, fresher, something. I don't have the
Because
right
you haven't
term.
seen it in a while.
But it's been less than a year. It's only been less than a year.
but now you see it more as a customer sees it when they come
Right,
in. So you
right.
can give us feedback on what we could change or improve.
No, we don't
because
want
we
that.
see it every
No,
day.
we don't want that from
Don't
Clint.
give us
No,
any
no,
more
no.
things to do.
Yeah,
Our
what are you
horizon is
talking
way
about?
over there.
I'm going to
okay?
come around. I'm going to be like, you need another string of barbed wire right there.
Right
You can
about
have a
there.
critter come through there.
You got a post hole digger for us?
Yeah.
Oh, post hole diggers. Oh,
But I think in this business, everything always changes, and it feels like we have staples and manufacturers that have been around forever.
Yeah.
But then all the fringes just is constantly changing and maneuvering.
Right.
And
It makes it exciting.
it does make it really fun. I mean, how we ended up with Scout truck campers is just, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting story. Adventure decided that they would hire a few guys to try to beef up the brand, and they came down, and I said, "What the heck, dude? Why can't I have Scout?"
right.
And they're like,
We've been kind of tapping on that.
I've been pushing and pushing and pushing. So all of a sudden, 2 months later, I get this call that says, "Hey, man," basically they said, "Do you want Scout?" And I said, "Yes." They said, "Good, because we already put some in the queue for you, and the paperwork's in your email." And I was like, "Done." It was like
Perfect.
all of a sudden.
Oh, yes, please.
So the world just shifts.
So are they in Houston location, Katy
Yes.
location as well? Good.
Yes.
And
So
are
we
they
have
doing
them
okay
both
there?
places.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Katy, our location in Katy surprisingly sells as much truck campers as they do anything else. They do a great job with truck
That's
campers.
good.
And
That's
a
good.
lot of it goes west. It'll
Okay.
take, I mean,
Wait,
east.
west? Okay, east,
Goes
yes.
east. Takes
Into
care of
Louisiana,
Louisiana,
Mississippi.
East Texas.
Maybe a little Arkansas.
Yeah, yeah. So it's fun. It's fun to see that happen.
Are you going to the Overland show?
I wasn't It's not on my schedule.
No? Okay.
No.
It seems like
should
your
be.
kind of thing.
It's my kind of thing. I just hadn't.
Well, I mean, we'll be there. Just saying.
Okay, all right. I'll
Yeah, not
Just
only
saying,
will
like-
we be there, but then we have our 100 feet of space.
100 feet of space.
We have the same
Square
space
feet.
we
Same
did
space.
last year.
Okay.
Same space. It's like
It's
20,
a straight line.
20 by 100. We'll have 7 or 8 of our most popular kind of overland off-road
Yes.
trailers, from the small ones to the big ones. But then we will also have Encore in a separate space, and we will have Scout in a separate space. So
You're taking over.
we
Well,
will be
yeah, we're the best.
representing
I like it.
in 3 different areas, so it will be super fun.
Yes.
I am really excited, and there's going to be a lot more RVs and interesting brands. Oliver's going to be there, which is
That is
interesting.
interesting to be there.
They bought a space,
Okay.
and then we'll see a lot of the unique trailers that are sold direct that you just can't see unless you go to the factory.
Right.
So that's one of
The
the
things
cool
you'll
things
see at the
about overland
overland
shows.
Things that you see at Flagstaff and all that will actually be at this one.
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yeah, so
good.
I don't know. I'm really excited. You should come hang out with us because we need smart people who can help talk to all these customers that
Did
will
you
have
just
need me to-
try?
so many
whoa,
questions.
Whoa, whoa,
Do you,
whoa.
need, do you need me to be the guy who's like, look, he fits. Clint, go fit in things.
I was just asking if he was going to have fun. You just made him work.
Well, you can come have
but
fun.
show up and you can
Yeah.
talk to our customers.
Okay, wait, Lindsay.
Admittedly-
It sounds weirdly
To
like
be
a
fair-
salesperson.
To be fair, do you think Clint would ever show up at something like that and not talk?
No, I probably would be like, no, you're missing something. Look at that. It's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. You know, last weekend I went to the Girl Camper event down in Bolivar. It was their big national rally, and I was surprised at how many women had overland rigs.
Well,
They have vans that have 1,000 watts of solar,
yeah.
and they'll have 600-700 amp hours of batteries, and
Right.
I was just blown away.
Women who take on going it alone. First off, any woman can and probably should from time to time, but they have to think in a slightly different term. What can this equipment actually do? What can I trust? So it's oftentimes more feature focused and
Right,
overbuilt in some ways.
Right.
You're just describing overland equipment.
I know. I was just surprised.
Yeah.
You know, I expected an entire slew. I think there was 120 rigs there, and I expected it to be glamping.
Oh yeah, all the
know?
cutesies. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was a couple of jaw-dropping units there.
Sure,
Won't
sure.
lie. But I was surprised at how much overland-styled rigs there were and how many vans there were.
Right.
So, yeah, that is an area that we've tried for years to break into, the B vans, and
Yes.
haven't been able to. So I still haven't made. It's still on the horizon over there,
Okay.
right?
Okay, yeah.
Along with all your broken fences.
Yes.
But anyway, it was interesting. My point is that it was interesting how many women said, "Yeah, I watch you guys on social media, and it's really nice when I get to
Where's
see
Clint?
that 6'4" guy because I'm tall and I want to know what
You
fits."
got someone in house right behind
and
me
I
who's
said-
taller than
And
me.
I said, "Yeah, he was 6'4", but now we have Quest and he's 6'7".
There we
And they're
go.
like, "What is up?"
Yeah. What's a
So-
quest? Tell me more.
So anyway, I thought that was interesting that that you were quite famous among the ladies.
I mean,
But
I like
strictly
to
for
say,
your height.
Yeah, I
But
was saying,
strictly
I like
because
to
you're
say
tall.
that there's something to that, but honestly, no, I just was a good measurement tool.
Okay, can I ask a random question? When did you get here, and how did you feel? How did you? I want to know how this worked.
I thought I needed to bring my mug back.
No, I love that the mug was here because when I opened my eyes, it's like I knew you were here because I could hear your voice, but it was the first thing I saw, and I was just like, he's got a full mug, he's got the mug. But did you order from Starbucks and then pour it in
Oh
there?
yeah. I had
okay.
poured it in here so I could walk in.
That's the most adorable thing I've
Armed.
ever heard.
That is.
I thought you had snuck somehow over to the coffee machine and made some sort of something and then snuck over
Oh.
here. And I was like, man, when was I turning around? How did they do this?
Oh, it was so coordinated. I rolled into the parking lot. It was timing was just, this was meant to be, y'all.
Oh,
Thank you two for putting this together, by the way.
It was the best surprise ever. I thought I was going to be eating weird things.
Well, I
yes,
didn't know
I
because
thought I was
I'm
going to
also
be
down for it,
touching
but-
weird
yeah,
things.
she described that.
I am not, by the way.
They were going
By
to
the
put something in
way.
front of you to figure out what you're touching. And I was like, should I lay it on the table?
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be really
Dangerous.
weird.
Okay, that would be weird.
While you're filming it, like that could have gotten...
Oh, and I probably would have been, ticklish.
No, that was perfect. That was so good.
Oh, wow. I tell you what a good start to the day, Lindsay.
No.
Well, hold on. This is rally season. What have y'all done? Have you done one?
No.
No? Is it coming?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and Clint can now.
Speaking of horizons,
Do you want to come to the rally and help us?
It's same time, same
That-
channel.
I mean,
same-
if you were
that's
gonna,
pretty much a no.
yeah. I mean, you're gonna do the Overland show, so just do the rally.
I can do like stop in sort of things easier because of the routine on the ranch right now.
Sounds like
It's
We
it
had
sounds like
to-
a visit.
We have a Discover that I think you would really love.
I feel
to
like you
I like
fit into
Discovers.
it really well.
And it also needs hauled down there.
Yeah, right. Also, we need to try.
He is catching on.
We don't need you, Clint.
But
We
the
just
rallies,
want you.
yeah, rallies are coming up mid-May.
Yeah, we had the tiny trailer rally.
Is it the weekend after the Overland show?
Don't do this to me right now.
yeah.
Oh, we don't know.
Uh,
The 2nd and 3rd is the Overland show of May.
Okay.
Yes, and then
In
the
downtown
next weekend
Austin.
is the tiny rally, and then the next weekend is the truck camper rally.
Oh, y'all need to tell me about your family vacation that's after all that because
Family vacation isn't until July.
I was going to say that just this Overland rally that is a fairly typical schedule for this place, but it is an
Yeah.
exhausting
Oh, no,
run.
I hate it.
It is an exhausting run.
It'll
is.
be really fun when it's happening,
So-
and then when it's over, I'll be like, ah.
Right. Which you kind of need to pour yourself into a vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a month.
Yeah.
But we
month
moved it
after.
up.
at least something to look forward to on the run.
We figured June wasn't hot enough, so we moved to July.
Yeah.
Is
But-
it in Texas?
It is in the middle of July in Texas. It is at the lake, and
Okay,
there is a
okay.
little water in the lake this
I'm-
time, which will be helpful.
Well, hopefully even more.
Which will be
we're in a
helpful.
La Nina pattern at the moment,
right?
and
Right?
it has been glorious where I am.
Searching
Yes.
for the perfect pool floaty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with shade.
I
A
have,
pool
like,
floaty because
2
there's no
months.
shade in the pool.
I'm really, really serious about this search, and
Mm-hmm.
the results are going to be the best vacation ever.
Yes,
Perfect pool floaty.
love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
love it,
our
love it.
family, for those of you trying to follow along, our family
Stop.
rents a you might want to just skip this part, but we rent a big house and we all come from all over the country, and everybody moves in, everybody's husbands, boyfriends, kids, and we
We
all
split into teams and cook for each other and make it a weird competition.
yeah, and stay up too late, and some of us get up too early, and we spend a lot of time in the pool or out on jet
Playing
skis on the lake
liar's
or
dice.
playing liar's dice.
But how many
so-
days? How much time does it take for you to turn the world off and realize that you're in a time set aside to be refreshed?
At least 3.
3.
3 days. That's
3 is
pretty-
my number.
It takes so long to go. Hold on.
Yep.
I can turn the world off, and that world can keep on spinning. But
And then
this
you
is
have
family
3
time.
days left, and then the last day you
Is nothing
spend the
but
whole
tears.
time, trying to figure out what you want to fit in
Yeah.
before you have to go back to the real world. So, yeah, it's a 3-day vacation.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And Richard said, well, we've got the house now for 7 days, so is that too long?
Nope.
I said,
No.
no, that's not too long.
Sign me
I
up for
won't
9.
get sick of people until at least the 4th day.
But the house is so big and there's so much to do.
Yeah, you
if you're
spread
sick
out.
of
Yeah.
people, just move to another room.
There is so much to do at this place. We really last year found the greatest place.
Lock
so,
yourself into the
Okay,
sauna.
cool.
You'll be fine.
so
Whoa.
yeah. See, so Lindsay, we can run hard.
Fryer.
Wait, is that not
We can
okay?
do all the
Healthy.
rallies, all the events. We'll be good.
Yeah.
We got this.
There's some dogs in this showroom.
And you know what? We stress over getting the rally done and having it right after the show. We've been super busy. May is
Right.
packed. So we'll be exhausted when we get there. We'll push through. We'll get it all done.
But the rally community always reminds you that they are
Yes.
the rally community.
So
and
helpful.
they are so helpful. And
The
they
most helpful.
and they bring the not just the personality but the joy, and I've seen them force you to at times to relax a little. Now you fight them on it. I've watched it,
true.
but
Right.
they've actually forced you to slow down sometimes. And
That's true.
There's the joy of doing it.
That's right.
I feel like my rally crew is the ultimate, like, bring me tacos and tell me I'm pretty. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
They really are. I mean, like, they just feed you and tell you you're doing a great job the whole time, and you're just like,
Pet your hair.
yeah.
And you know, Lindsay,
It really keeps me going.
Saturday night, when you're giving out the prizes at the end of the night and we're all saying goodnight and reminding people to show up for pancakes in the morning, you always tear up.
I do. I get so sad.
You gotta rinse the
Yeah.
eyes.
Because I know I have to pack everything up really soon.
No, that's
It's
not
gonna be really
why.
hard.
That's
And
not
I'm
why.
so tired.
Yes. And then we walk around to the campfires and say bye. I don't know. It's a busy month, but it's tons of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm even looking forward to the Overland show because shows are hard, but man, those people are so enthusiastic.
There is an energy at those things.
It is
The
different.
Overland crowd is bonkers.
They are.
It
And
is-
there's so much Red
it
Bull
is
running through
so
their veins
cool.
or monsters or something. I don't know what it is,
They
but
just got off the ATV, man.
oh yeah, adrenaline.
They're just excited about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
they're really smart.
They are. They're
They're, like,
engineers and they're
way
gadget
smarter
and
than me.
gizmo people.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, they get so excited seeing an outdoor kitchen and
That's right.
all these little things that it can do. And this little, oh man, look, an entire panel of fuses.
Get so
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
singing out.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
And then,
so
and then
fun.
they come up here and say, "I could have built a better solar system." And you're like, well, "Not at scale, you couldn't. You could definitely one-off one."
It's just, it's going to be a really fun month for us. So,
Yeah.
yeah, feel free to jump in anytime there's an event. You are family. You are part of
Yeah.
us. So, you know, if you miss us, you can just show up like you did today.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll do it. I'll try to bring the kids so you can see just how much they've grown.
My little weirdos.
That's right. If Laddie will let me put him on a halter, I'll walk him in here, and then you have to check out how healthy he is by what he leaves on your floor. Just kidding.
I need a picture of 59
Oh,
when you get home, please.
Oh man, the diva.
Oh, no, I want a picture of Larry.
Larry, yeah, well, I've
I
got
want a
those
picture
pictures.
of 59.
Okay.
In fact, do we have a crown we can send with him to put on 59 before you take a picture?
She isn't quite that approachable.
Let me at her. We're besties. I got this.
Yeah. So before we got there, those cattle didn't see humans most days of the week, so they
Yeah.
were pretty wild when we got out there. We have calmed them down, tamed them down significantly. We walk with them pretty much every morning and every evening, just to walk in the middle of whatever they're doing, to tame them down, and it's working. But they still have a little feral in them.
Well, of course. Of course. Well, oh,
You started it. You got to finish it.
yeah, that's right.
Oh. How do we end these things?
I don't know. It's like I said, since you've left, it has been pretty like destructive openings and closings. They're the hardest part because I don't know. I think PJ and I both like overthink it and
Yeah.
try to like say different stuff, and you're just like word vomit. Done.
Well, let me try this. Everybody, it has been a great pleasure to be back in my home with my family at Princess Craft RV on the RV Small Talk podcast. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to any of these episodes, if you have not checked our backlog, because it is extensive, this has been several years in the making, please go to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, to Spotify, whatever platform you're comfortable with, and subscribe and make sure you catch up with all the cool things happening here, but also in the RV world out there, because it is always moving, and this is a great resource to find out what's going on and where you should be and who you should be talking to. In the meantime, this is Princess Craft RV. This is PJ. This is Lindsay. I'm just a visitor, but I like it here. I'm Clint. This has been the RV Small Talk Podcast. We love you. We'll check you out next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Aww. Good job.
Yay!
I'm so happy.